or the window, or the wall, or into the sweat that drips down.
I'm Seth.
And I'm Drew.
And this is
Nerd Feeding the Nerd.
Yeah, we don't need to cure diseases. We need watermelons that don't have seeds in them because ick. Which, I mean, it is sort of a pain, I guess, when you're eating watermelon and you like crunch down on like a seed. But it's not the end of the world, dude. It's not. And the whole okay, first of all, let's go to this whole wives' tale crap. Why the hell were our parents saying oh, don't eat the watermelon seeds because then a watermelon will grow in your stomach? What? Thank you for generational trauma with that crap. Even now, I think about it. I'll eat a watermelon. It's fine. But I think about that every time. The same thing with gum. If you swallow gum, it'll stay in your system for 7 years, so don't swallow too much. And yeah, don't swallow too much gum, because if you do it too much at once, yeah, you'll end up getting backed up. You know what I mean? It can be a intestinal blockage. And that's not good, dude. I don't know how they take stuff out, but I don't think it's good. I don't think it's a good time for anybody.
Yeah.
But dude, what? Oh, don't jerk off too much or you'll get hair on your palms. Leave me alone. Let me be.
I didn't hear that one, but that's funny.
Oh, seriously? That was I mean, I guess, I don't know.
All those wives' tales.
Yeah, dude. Was there a wives' tale that was a part of your family mantra that you recall?
I just think I was really into tartar bugs. I was really scared of tartar bugs, not tartar, but tartar bugs.
Bugs?
You didn't experience that, tartar bugs?
No.
Your parents didn't tell you that tartar bugs? What? What?
That is shenanigans right there, dude. You were on the ladder. I'm about to bust.
I mean, this is not cool, dude.
Yeah, it's not the end of the world, but it's also not great,
It's not, because we got one. We only got one chance, and we missed our chance to blow. The opportunity came and went, yo.
Yeah, once, twice, 3 times in a lifetime. No, okay, so so tartar bugs was tartar when you were a kid? Was it there were little critters crawling around on your teeth and you had to brush them off?
Yep.
Dude,
That's
terrifying. I mean,
yep.
I guess maybe in the scientific way of thinking about it, sure.
Oh,
it's the same thing there's little bugs that live in your eyebrows or whatever. There's mites that live all over our bodies. But they're there for a reason. If you didn't have the mites, then, things would be bad, I guess. I don't know. Same thing with little guys that eat skin flakes when you sleep, and not bed bugs, but legit things. I don't know.
Is that those little fish that swim around and follow the sharks around?
Yes. I forget what those are called, but yes, it's the same thing. It's a symbiotic relationship, and it's a part of who we are, and that's fine. It's okay. And I guess you could say tartar is that it's a microscopic bacterium that can eat away at the enamel of your teeth. Dude, that's that. I mean, no. I remember the cavity creeps. We make holes in teeth. We make holes in teeth, and then Crest would come in and kick their butts or whatever. That was cool, but I didn't think there was actually living things on there. I just thought it was I don't know what I thought it was. I don't know. Little bits of food that got stuck. You know what I mean? When you eat chips and they get stuck in your teeth, kind of that to me was tartar. That was tartar. That's how it was just sort of caked on in that manner. Yeah, dude. I don't know. That's weird, man. That makes me feel sad for you.
You should feel sad that I just can't catch a break with this stupid.
Yeah, with them mushrooms, man. Oh, we're back to to this, but you stay tall. Maybe that'll help.
Yeah.
Oh God! This freaking plague mask monster up here. No.
I got it. I forget. How did I get up there?
You didn't. You were small, and I think you went back to like reset.
Oh no, I went back
something to,
down because that's the wrong place to.
Yeah.
Here we are again, folks. We've watched this episode before, haven't we?
Yeah, that's fine. Everything's fine.
Everything is awesome when you're part of a team.
I watched that last weekend. And the first one, not the second one. The second one, I feel like it was just too complicated.
There's a Lego movie too.
Yeah. It's only okay. Like I said, I feel like they tried to do too much. I think the best part about the first Lego movie is that it was just sort of simple in that, it was about being special. That's all it was, and much like with anything that sort of just happens, like I don't think they initially planned on it being the sensation that it became. And but then when you don't have something else to go off of.
Do you see this?
Oh, dang, dude, that's. Oh no, bro. Oh no, bro. Are you gonna be able to get the key from the door again? There it is.
Oh my God, it just reset.
Something, I guess. Not the end of the world, but it's also not great either.
Not what I meant to do, but that's all right.
But it is fine because it didn't go into the wall, or the window, or the wall, or into the sweat that drips down. Well,
and falls.
You know the rest. What bothers me about this game is that when you jump, when you're on top of them, like it doesn't crush them. You know what I mean? And I'm sure that's similar in other Mario games, but like you should be able to just ground pound them essentially. And Peach is tall. Like it's not like you're trying to do this with Toadstool. Like Toadstool's small. Peach is tall.
And I feel like that's why this is probably a hated Mario game. I was really hoping someone would come in and be like, oh my God, I love this game. I know everything about it. But no one did. And that's because this game sucks. And no one liked it.
Well, it's what really sucks is that there was, now that I'm thinking about it, the lost levels may be the actual Super Mario 2. Don't quote me on this, but there was a legit Super Mario 2 that came out that was just like the first one, and we got Doki Doki Panic, which the dude who's the main character kind of looks like Mario. He's just sort of like a fat dude with a red hat. And then, but all the characters and stuff, like I think this was the introduction of Shy Guy. Shy Guy came from this game and then was ported over to others. Same thing with Birdo, if you will. Because Birdo was the creation here, and then it became canon once. I think it was maybe like Mario Golf or Mario Tennis, because they were like trying to pull extra characters in, and that's where they're like, oh, we got Birdo, let's throw them in there. But no, man. So I mean, I think this game in Japan was also very popular, and I think the main reason for them to give us this instead of the other was 2 wasn't as long and it was harder, I think. And they're like, well, the American audiences aren't gonna like it because it's harder.
Yeah. So
let's just give them this, which I think this is actually probably harder than the actual 2. But I digress. However, I did find out just the other day, because the term Doki Doki shows up a lot in whether it's, name of a game or anime, or it just sort of like shows up. You know what I mean? I didn't know what that was. And it's come to find out, it's almost like an onomatopoeia of sorts. It's the sound of a heartbeat. So it's not in and of itself like it represents like excitement, because like it's like your heart racing. Like that's the sound of your heart racing, which I don't think we really have anything like that in our language structure. You know what I mean? Like we don't have things that are like a word that represents a feeling or guess. Maybe I'm wrong. But I thought it was kind of cool, dude. Like, all right, and that also makes sense. There's a game. It's one of my favorite games of all time, and it is not a Gooner game for those of you out there. It's called Doki Doki Literature Club, and it is a dating sim with a twist. We may play that at some point. I don't know. I'm sure I'll play 10 minutes of it and Seth will hate it. So, I probably won't be able to play anything outside of, I guess we'll just become a channel that just plays Ocarina of Time, because that's a game that I know well enough that I could probably keep Monkey Boy entertained over there. So, maybe not. I don't know. You might be like, dude, we've been on Death Mountain for literally 45 minutes. Like, bro, yeah, we got to get the Bigoron sword, or the Big Goron sword. I always called it Bigoron because I thought it was like cooler.
It's a big one. Oh my god, dude! I finally find one, and it's oh my god. Well, I am getting better. Isn't that what you wanted?
Please,
you wanted us to get
if you just popped into the stream, please yell at Seth. Please make fun of him. Please say nasty things about him in chat right now.
Why?
You have 2 minutes. Dude, you missed the mushroom, dude. You missed it.
Oh, I know. That's why I was agonizing.
I'm trying to get some hate here so that I can say it for the people that show up and don't stick around, because we're not as entertaining as we should be, I guess. I think partially too, like it's a restream problem, because our TikTok experience kind of sucks, dude. Like if you're watching it on the internet, on the web page, it's fine because you get the horizontal. But our regular TikTok, it looks bad because it's like when you're swiping, when you're going through and you're swiping, you're not looking at the horizontal stuff, and you're not turning your phone sideways. I've done it a few times.
So so the question becomes like, educate me, because I don't TikTok. If you have a vertical stream, if you will, does it just crop in does it just like center your regular stream?
You have to build it, essentially. Most of the streamers have the vertical footage on one side, and then them either on top or on bottom, or they'll have they utilize the space appropriately. Right now, what we're streaming out, there's the horizontal stuff, which is all of this, and then there's just black bars at the top and the bottom. So we're not utilizing the space to its full capacity.
Yeah.
And that's with any vertical stream. So even if we went vertical stream on the tubes, which we probably should, at one point we had a decent amount of folks, checking out our shorts, and that's that same, kind of format. So we should figure it out, but Restream doesn't. At least we haven't figured out the formula for that with that platform.
Well, if they do that,
something better out there.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if they do that, they don't advertise it.
Yeah.
This one's not too hard. So, by the way, criticizing my gameplay too quickly, it's two, then three, by the way, I've noticed. And I only know that because maybe watch, this one's only gonna be two, but the other one, the one that you were like, no, it's two, blah blah blah.
Well, I mean,
it was two,
you were
then
always
three.
You were always going for the first egg, and just constantly getting pelted. So it really, the suggestion was more like, don't go for the first one, because that if you went for the first one and then you threw that, like that happens too.
See,
You either
he
get
just
hit-
now just threw one. You know what I'm saying? I think I legitimately believe it gets more random as the game goes on.
Sure. I think so too, but I also think it is there. You know, there is a strat to it. You know, and from my side of things, it was like if you kept doing the same thing multiple times, and it's like, all right, buddy, like you know, come on, we gotta change the. Okay, now this is okay.
Yep, they gave me nothing.
You should have picked Luigi.
Oh, yeah.
That's why I was trying to stop.
But what does he give me? You know what I mean?
I don't know, but he's the one that's recommended for 3-3.
Oh, why? Give me. No, not gonna happen. Sorry. Thanks for playing.
Not even a consolation prize, dude. You know, not even a cherry. You know, like, oh, sorry, you didn't get anything. Here's some cherries. Here's a bottle of cherries.
I know where this is.
It's up. Yeah, it's up.
But how am I supposed to get up there?
I think you may have to like throw it. And then when you're there, like you gotta go the ladder. Go to the ladder. Up.
Nope, it's cut off.
Really?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
So stupid.
And it's obviously it's like the flip. You know, it's like the reverse side. So if you were like, you know, I don't know, you're like, I'm just gonna stop saying words. I'm just gonna start saying cadences and, you know, see if people figure out what the hell I'm talking about.
You know what you should do? Jump on Reddit, find some stupid subreddit that we'll all think is funny.
Yeah, I guess I can. I mean, let's I mean, all the Reddits that I'm a part of are like, I don't know. They're I don't think they're funny. Like, they're just more informative. Oh, well. I mean, the first thing that popped up is not something I can talk about on stream, but nice.
So it's probably really funny then.
Let's see how to compress MP4 files, video editing. Boy, Seth, we sure had fun today, didn't we? So long, folks. Come on, Seth, say goodbye.
Where are we going?
The show's over. See you next time.
Next time? When is that?
Pretty soon. Don't worry.
Pretty soon? But how long is that?
In a little while, man.
But what am I going to do till then?
You can hit the subscribe button so you can stick around for more content, or feel free to watch some of our past stuff,
Don't forget to come back soon.
because we'll be waiting here on
Nerd leading the nerd. What? Nerd leading the nerd.